Drunken Dan here with Ape Escape 2. I don't have like one of those fancy intros like I did with Ape Escape 1, mainly because I couldn't think of a gimmick. So I didn't. The music thing worked with Ape Escape 1 mainly because I just base it off of worlds, but this game doesn't really have worlds so much. Also, the soundtrack is much weirder in this game. As you probably are gathering right now, this game is much goofier than its predecessor. Not to say its predecessor wasn't goofy. Also, say hi to Ash and Misty for me. And we have bosses this time around. This is the bosses. Did he do a kitty smile? Man, the monkeys actually look derpier in the PS2. I don't know how they managed to make them look derpier, but they did! So yes, welcome to Ape Escape. So in this game, they have this kind of, the menu screen like this, like in the other one, except for actually, when you boot up the game, sometimes it's just different sets of monkeys. Yep. There's some problems with the disc at the time that I recorded this. It was kind of beat up. I got it fixed, so it should be running fine. And episodes after some of my runs. There's only like 3 parts where it happens. It's basically just like a little freeze up. So yeah, monkeys got helmets again.
All right? I have a favor to ask.
Dan Green?
While I'm away, could you use the transporter to... now, what did they get to anyway? Yeah. Send these newly designed pants to Monkey Park for me. Would you mind?
So yeah, the professor now, Dan Green, has been working on pants for monkeys. This guy is incompetent.
It's a delicate machine, so be careful not to overload it.
And then everything explodes.
Natalie! I sent the professor stuff okay!
Never let Ash get near your equipment.
Jimmy! What are you doing? You've gone over the weight limit! Don't worry, the stuff went through fine! Pants alone couldn't do that. There's just no way. Look, it arrived fine, Natalie.
I like how she sees the fucking...
Monkey helmets?
You saw one there.
See? Everything arrived safe and sound. Oh no. No!
Okay, I'm gonna explain to you
Isn't
how
it cool?
dumb
Just
he
like
is in a few
Pippachees.
seconds after the cutscene.
No, that's not the point. That type of helmet is different from Pippachees. It's caused us big problems in the past. When monkeys put those helmets on, they get into all kinds of
By the way, the
mischief.
helmet Pippachi has, Natalie apparently made.
Wow, a white monkey.
What? Spectre? Oh no, it's happening again. Oh.
It doesn't look like he's bothering anyone.
Spectre is a smart one. We don't know what he might do if he uses his powers to take control over the other monkeys.
Well, that didn't take long. Actually, I know what he'll do. He'll try to take over the world. Of course!
Oh, what should we do?
They look
You have
like
big
they're having
hands.
lots of fun.
What are you talking about? You have to get all the monkey helmets back before the professor returns from his trip.
What? Why me?
Because you mess things up! Get moving!
I'll do it.
Unbelievable.
So let me explain why this kid's stupid. So, you can gather you don't play Spike in this game. You play as Jimmy, who is voiced by the same voice actress who did Ash Ketchum. And Natalie is now voiced by the same actress who did Misty. But it's besides the point. So Jimmy is the little cousin of Spike. Now, if you recall, Spectre invaded the world and nearly took shit over. With these two related, Jimmy should surely know about this, especially if he knows of Natalie and the professor and such. Well enough to, be in their lab. So that tells me that Jimmy is retarded. Also, as you probably noticed, monkeys take more damage now. Yeah, this game is a lot harder than its predecessor. And monkeys will also dodge your net sometimes. You're gonna see a lot in this LP. In fact, you might see it in like 2 seconds. So I'm gonna try and get with that. Jerk! Come here! trying to show the audience, and then you don't cooperate even when I catch you. You fucking dick. It's okay. There'll be more. It'll happen. Trust me. But if you don't trust me, trust me. Yeah, they replace those little, like, Goomba-looking things with these weird pigs that have, like... There's actually a comic that makes fun of what the top of their head looks like that you can get in this game. There's a lot of little Easter eggs and little goofy things you can get in this game. This game is much more expanded than the predecessor. The theme of this game, I think, is just world travel. There's not really, like, world, like, you know, just around the world. There's not really, like time era worlds like there were in the other one. There's not really, like, that kind of theme to, like, a bunch of levels. The levels have themes individually, but there's no overarching theme like in the predecessor. They're just kind of levels designed. They're well-designed levels, but they don't really have a theme to them, which I'm kind of mixed on. At one point, it makes it easier for them to design levels. You didn't say I did great. It's not the same, Natalie. It's just not the same. I blame Misty. It's all her fault. It's all her fault that Ash became retarded and kept doing the same shit after you left. It's like everything he learned before, he just forgot.
To the travel station. This has been our new home since you blasted the lab.
Because he's retarded.
I had to build it out of the remains of my own room. Use the warp machine at the front to go and catch monkeys. I've also made a save
Man,
point.
you got happy quick.
Really useful.
So let me show you around the HUD. The HUD's a bit different in this game, so this is the saves.
Here you can save and load game data.
Natalie, it's my job to explain things to the audience.
Anytime you want to have a break, be sure to save your game.
Don't take my job. Yeah, the save looks a little bit different this time. I kind of like the fancy space one from before look. Though then again, this is basically Natalie just threw shit together because I blew up their fucking home. Like an asshole.
Here, you can practice using the gadgets that you've found so far. You'll be an expert monkey catcher in no time.
I already am! So yeah, you can go to the training. They had this in the other game, but I never really went to it. The training in this is also a bit different.
Here you can view the data of captured monkeys and the various items that you got from the gotcha box.
I'll get to the gotcha box in a second. And then I'll just let Natalie do it since she's a job stealing. Brrr!
Here, you can play the bonus games. But you will have to win them first. There are no mini games here yet.
Don't make fun of me.
That device over there is the gotcha box. For 10 gold coins, you can get yourself a cool item. The items that you win here can be viewed at the mini game corner and in the entertainment center. Collect as many as you can.
So, yeah, you do this, then you hit the thing. It's basically a gumball machine. You can get little stories, concept art, trivia, fortunes, a new RC car, all kinds of shit. Also, that's how you get health back, because you remember those cookie canisters that be all over the place, and now cookies were all over the place in the first game? No, not in this game.
Monkey Radar seeks out those cheeky monkeys. First, you should practice in the gadget trainer. Do you want to go to the gadget
So
trainer
yeah, in
now?
this game, you can say no and actually just go to the level. Yeah, they did that. Now, I'm going to do it because there's actually a reward for doing it. So, God, the professor's face. So, because you actually do it, you get money. See, the little collecting thingies actually matter now. You use coins to buy shit in the gotcha box, which usually means health. So I forgot how this puzzle works, so I'm gonna kind of fiddle around a bit. But it's something like along the lines of you hit one of the buttons and the monkeys tell you. I don't remember which one. Because I'm kind of dumb right now, and I don't really use the radar that much. I use it more when I'm going for to get the last monkeys. So, Natalie, tell me things! Natalie, tell me things!
Let me explain how the monkey cam works.
Okay.
The monkey cam
Take my
provides
job.
useful
I'm not very
information about
good
the
at doing it
monkeys.
anyway.
It's a nice device attached to the monkey radar. To switch to the monkey cam, press the L2 button. This will only work when you've located a monkey with the radar. And
if he is close enough to you for the monkey icon to flash on screen. Press the L2 button again to switch it off. Cool, isn't it? You'll find it very useful. It will give you plenty of data.
Actually, in this game, it actually does actually help more. It'll give you the data for their
Don't miss
stats.
the monkey comments at the bottom of the screen.
Like, the monkey comments are great. I really should go back to Ape Escape 1 with, you know, all the monkeys caught now and just show you some of the comments. They're pretty funny. Though I think this one had the funniest ones. I think. It's been a while. Ah, okay. This one. Literally the one I didn't touch. Derp. There's more money. But, yeah, I should go back and, like, do a video where I just show off the monkey comments. In fact, what I actually, you know, better idea. I should just do, like, a thing where after I beat 1, 2, and 3, I just do that as a video where I show all the comments from all 3 of them. Interesting note about 3 is it's the least localized one. They actually have Japanese names and shit in it. It's weird.
Let's go! Whenever you get a new gadget, you need to assign this to a button.
Why did
To
I
equip
hit
the
this?
gadget, use the gadget select screen. You can
Love
open
this
the
music.
gadget select screen with the select button.
The music in this game is so
Move
great.
the cursor to the gadget you want to equip by moving the left analog stick left or right. Press one of the buttons to assign the gadget to that button. Exit this menu. by
Yeah, it's
pressing
not
the
much
select
different from the
button again.
predecessor. Though, I gotta say this right now, the gadgets are beefed up in this game. You know how I didn't really use too many of the, there's like all the stats? Yeah, there's a stomach stat because there's one of the new gadgets in the game involves, hunger. The monkey's hunger. Also, you're gonna notice that the monkeys can see a lot better in this game. Remember before where I could just kinda just do that, and the monkey would already be in my net? Yeah, this game's a lot harder, and also the monkey's throwing rocks at me. Probably are noticing. Overall, this game is so much harder. But I love this game. It's actually my favorite one of the 3. That being said, I have a lot of nostalgia for 1, where this one I didn't play until... Hey, Natalie, tell me how things that are very obvious.
And jump up to grab onto it. Use the R1 or R2 buttons to jump. Move the left analog stick to move along the monkey bars. When you
I like
want
the
to
little
jump
3D
down from the
controller.
bars, press the jump button again.
But, what was I saying? Fuck. You don't have as much nostalgia with this one, because I didn't play this one until, it's been years after it came out. For some reason, I just never got it. But, I got it either towards the end of... Okay, no, it wasn't towards the end of high school. I definitely got this in college.
Push the jump button again.
I got
Just
this
relax.
probably
Press
around
it
it,
twice.
2008,
Sky's the limit
2009.
with this jump.
But, so that's like several years after this came out, because this is, I believe this was early PS2. Damn it. Get up there. There we go. But, I really like it. It's really good. 3, it's a good game. It's just, when I do 3, I'll be able to explain it better. Because I'll have it right there and I can show you. Also, I'm kind of using the radar right now because I kind of forgot where things are. And as you might have noticed, the level designs in this game are a lot less, or oddly, even in the beginning, are less linear than they are in the first game. I believe there's more levels in this game too, but I'm not 100% sure. As in, like, I don't know specifically, but this game does feel a lot longer. I mean, I'm, in my recordings that I've done of this, I'm up to, I think I'm past the halfway point. And, I think it's taken me much longer than it did in the predecessor.
Nice job.
Yeah, they gave her more quotes and stuff in this one. Also, her animation isn't as ridiculous. Where it's just like her, like, these little, like, circle spear just smacking onto a keyboard repeatedly like Strong Bad or some shit.
Jimmy, I'm sending this gadget to you.
Then again, this was the
The
PS2.
water net is used to help you swim.
PS2 fingers were
You'll
like,
be swimming
oh.
like a fish if you practice in the trainer. Do you want to go to the gadget trainer now?
Hell, yeah, like, in the PS2 era, like actual like movable like faces being able to move. Now not like these. These are still using like what the Mega Man Legends did and original Ape Escape did, where they kind of call a sprite. They pretty much have a sprite on the face, and they just kind of call it as they need it. It's not really like a face sculpt. But some PS2 games actually did have face sculpts, like for example, like Soul Calibur or Tekken. Not just fighting games, but those are the first ones that came to mind. Dynasty Warriors games also had face sculpts. But the face sculpts was also something that was like, what? Same thing with like movable, like those same sculpts being able to move their mouths, like close their eyes being able to move around. All that stuff was just new shit in this generation. Yeah, some people like you gotta remember there was a lot of shit that games couldn't do at one point, which is why like it feels like the advancements aren't as crazy now as they were before. I mean, at one point in time, voice acting was an advancement. Voice acting happened every now and then in the 16-bit era, but it wasn't until the 32/64-bit era that voice acting became a big thing. Though, of course, back then, they tended to not have good voice acting. There's some really bad voice acting. I really like this level. It's pretty, and the music's really calming. So you gotta keep things in mind when you talk about innovations. Because a lot of times we're looking at innovations as in, like, very small things over time that happen in generations. I'm trying to be honest, I can't really think of, other than just advancing on what we already had, especially like face and like hair. Like if you played Tekken Tag 2, the hair tech in that game is just amazing. So but yeah, hair tech got really advanced. Though I know for a bit when we got to that generation, people were like, don't make anybody with long hair, tie in a bun, put it in a ponytail. In general, like 3D modelers do that because hair is really annoying to rig up and control and animate properly. But I'm trying to think of like the big advancements that were like just different that we couldn't do before, other than maybe the hair shit, some like more detailed facial expressions. Well, in the PS2 era, we still would have like even like models where even like the in-game models didn't really express their face. Like, if you took the model up and put their face where you could see it, and they took damage, they would just be deadpan, which is kind of funny. Sometimes even deadpan while they're doing their attacks. But I mean, like hell, at one point in time, a innovation was just having a female playable character who wasn't a damsel in distress. That was an innovation to give you some scope too. Games have games still are, changing as time goes on, and still advancing. It's just you got to keep in scope of what you're thinking of, and also don't compare, like, say, this generation to the PS2, the PS1, the 16-bit era, then the 8-bit era. And then saying, look at all these games, there's so many more good games in all of these eras. So yeah, you're comparing so many eras to one. It's kind of not fair. Not really fair. That being said, in general, there's not many AAA titles I play. I don't know, I've always kind of liked that, I've noticed. Like, I didn't really play God of War back in the PS2 era. I didn't really like it. I don't know, I'm weird. Weird, I guess. There are AAA titles I play. I mean, Infamous, for example, and the Mario games are considered AAA titles. Well, this episode's wrapping up.
Hello, human friends. How are you?
Spectre, you're up
You're less whiny this time. I'll save you a cooler chair.
Come now. We superior monkeys are merely offering to rule over you poor humans who simply cannot watch out for yourselves.
So you didn't learn your lesson
He's like
even after being
Europe
beaten by
version.
Spike?
Ah, yes. I suppose I didn't play my cards right that time. But this time I've got the Freaky Monkey 5 on my side. They'll put up a fight like you've never seen. Sorry, but you
That's
just
the Boss
don't stand
Brigade.
a chance.
They're also basically Power Ranger parodies.
I fed them these Vita Z bananas, so now they're stronger than you.
Just keep talking. Jimmy will be there any moment to catch you.
Why is it you?
We'll see who.
Man,
will be
Natalie, you're always
catching
picking
who.
up these like little kids and saying
This
they'll
should
do it.
be a lot of fun.
Why don't you do it?
Jimmy, it's up to you. You gotta stop it.
Call Spike.
Okay, no problem.
Well, anyway, that'll wrap up
Get
today's
out of me.
episode. Hope you enjoyed Ape Escape 2. Well, first episode. Have a good day, people.